Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be teaching you how to make this cute top right here. Let me get closer, really show you guys all the details. We're gonna be making this cute top right here. It was so simple, it's great for beginners, and it hardly uses any yarn. Like, if you want me to prove to you, I still have this much yarn left from making this top. But before we get into that, you know I have to take care of the housekeeping. So make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, and also make sure you turn your notification bell on, because YouTube will not notify you when I post if you don't have that notification bell on. I know it sucks, but just go ahead and click it, and then there'll be no worries. You'll be able to see every time I post a new video. Also guys, I got a new camera. I am now filming on an actual camera and not just on my iPhone. So please let me know if you like the quality, the sound quality, the picture quality. Let me know if you like this better or if you like my previous videos better, which was done with my iPhone. Last but not least, I sell patterns. I sell a ton of crochet patterns. So if you guys are interested in shopping my patterns, or even for physical crop tops, bags, things like that, head down to the links in my description and you'll find the link to my website and the link to my Etsy shop. Also, you'll find all of my social media down in the description as well if you guys are interested in following me on other social platforms. And now that that has all been said, let's jump right into the tutorial. For today's tutorial, we'll be using this cream cotton yarn that I got from Micheals with a size 4.5 milliliter crochet hook. So to begin, we're going to be creating one of these triangular bra cups. It is made the same way that the bra cups in my teeny tiny kini are made. So if you've watched that tutorial before, these cups will be made in the same way. If not, I'll be going through it here again and showing you guys how to make the triangle bra cup. So we're going to start off with a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 26. Okay, once you have your 26 chains, you're going to half double crochet into the second stitch from the hook. So skip this first one, into this stitch right here, you're going to do a half double crochet, and then you're going to half double crochet all the way across the row. When you get to the end of the row, you're going to chain one, turn your work, and then we're going to be skipping this first stitch right here and going straight into the second stitch, and that will be our decrease. So we'll be doing this decrease at the beginning of every single row from now on, and then after you do your decrease, just half double crochet all the way across the row. So once again, we're at the end of the row, so we're going to chain one, turn your work, skip that first stitch right here, and then go straight into that second stitch and do your half double crochet, and then half double crochet all the way across the row. And we will be repeating this until you have one stitch left. So continue to do a decrease at the beginning of every row. Keep in mind that your chain one does not count as a stitch. So as I said, we just continue to do that for every row until we have one stitch left, and then I'll meet back up with you guys. Okay, so we have our one stitch done at the top, and once you've gotten that one stitch done, we're just going to chain 60. Feel free to add more or less chains, but this will be the strap that goes around your neck, so like a halter strap. And then once you have your chains finished, you just clip off and bind. Okay, so now we have our two bra cups finished, and we're going to be working along the bottom. So you're going to take your yarn and you're going to slip stitch into the corner stitch. You're going to chain one, and then we're going to single crochet in that same stitch, and then we're going to single crochet all the way across the bottom in every stitch. Okay, so once you have all your stitches having single crochets in all of them, you should have about 25 stitches. You're going to chain 1 for the middle, and then you're going to start working along the bottom of your next bra cup. So after you chain 1, you're just going to go straight into that corner stitch and keep doing your single crochets. Once again, you should have 25 more single crochets for this side of the bra cup. So now that we have our row of single crochets done, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work, and then in this same stitch right here that our chain 3 is coming out of, we're going to place a treble crochet. Then we're going to chain 1, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th stitch we're going to place 5 treble crochets. We're going to chain 1, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th stitch 5 treble crochets. Going to chain 1, and then we're going to continue this pattern all the way across the row, but in the very last stitch we're only going to place 2 treble crochets. So let's finish up this row and meet back up once we get to the end. Okay, so now we're at the end of the row, and we're going to place our 2 treble crochets into that last stitch. 1, 2. And this is what our first row should look like. So now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn our work. In that same stitch, place another treble crochet, chain 1, and then in the middle stitch from our cluster, which would be the 1, 2, 3rd stitch from our cluster, we're going to place our 5 treble crochets. And then we're going to chain 1. And in that next middle stitch from the next cluster, we're going to place another 5 treble crochets. And we're just going to continue to do that across the row, ending with 2 treble crochets, just like the previous row. So we're at the last cluster, which will be putting 2 treble crochets into the 3rd stitch from that beginning chain 3. So this stitch right here, we'll be placing those 2 treble crochets. And the second row is finished. So we're honestly gonna keep repeating the same pattern until you have your desired length. I think for this top, for my personal preference, I will be doing this about 3 to 4 more times. If you want a longer top, you know, just keep adding more rows. If you want a shorter top, you can add less rows. But for me, I think I want 5 or 6 rows total of this cluster stitch. So I'm just gonna continue by chaining 3, turn my work, place a treble in that same stitch, chain 1, place a treble into the 3rd stitch of the cluster. We'll place 5 trebles. Chain 1 and then continue across the row, and I will come back when I have about 5 or 6 rows of this completed. Okay, so this is what the top is looking like. We have our 2 triangle bra cups, and then we have 5 rows of our cluster stitch. I actually think 5 rows is a perfect amount for me. Remember, if you want to make it longer, you can add more rows. If you want to make it shorter, you can add less. But for me, 5 was the perfect amount. So I'm gonna go ahead and bind off, weave in my ends, and then we're gonna try this baby on and see what it looks like. Oh, but before I go, I'm gonna go ahead and chain a back strap that will be long enough to weave from side to side at the back of the top. You guys will get a better visual of what I'm talking about when I try it on. But yeah, I'm gonna chain the strap long enough to do like a corset kind of back, and then the top will be finished. I really hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial. The top came out so cute. It fits so well. I haven't woven in my ends as yet, but let me step back and show you guys what we're working with so far. But this is what it looks like in the front, and this is what it looks like in the back. Hopefully you guys can see it has a corset back. And yeah, it's really cute, really soft. This cotton yarn from Micheals is really soft. I think I showed you guys in the beginning the brand, but it's literally cream cotton from Micheals. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.